Well, hello there, Forge of Empires fans. I have decided to create this video to show you uh, an unusual city in terms of what can be accomplished in a short time. What do I mean by a short time? Well, here I click at my profile and I want to show you that I've been playing this game for 47 full days. Today is actually the 48th. Tomorrow will make the end of the 7th week in which I have been playing this game. So a little bit less than 2 months, 7 weeks. I started playing in Christmas Day 2023. It's now February. It's almost Valentine's Day. And here I am. Oh, let's go back to the town hall. Okay. Let's show you my boosts. Okay. I have 185% coin boost, primarily because of the great building. Same thing, Lighthouse of Alexandria gives me a boost for supplies of 120%. Nothing really significant. My military boost is a little bit unusual because it's a new system in which they have an attack and an attack for the defensive side of your city. So the attack and defense in red, and then attack and defense in blue. But because the red is specifically geared for Guild Battleground, there are specific buildings that give you an extra boost only for that portion. And the same for the city defense. It's usually used when your neighbors attack you or player versus player, but also when you do the new version of GE, Guild Expedition. So they give you these two other sets of numbers, and notice they're a little bit higher. Now, for a city that is 7 weeks old, I think it's remarkable that I have such a high boost. Okay, it's a low number for somebody who's been playing for years, but for 7 weeks, this is pretty good. Because when I first started the game, it took me over a year to get over 100. Okay, and here I am, 198 over 142%, and 141 and 149%. That's impressive numbers for a city that's 7 weeks old. Okay. So what else is impressive about my city? Well, look at all the great buildings that I have. Of course, the number one building is the Ark. And I am standing at a level 61 Ark in 7 weeks from inception of the city. It took me more than a week to just get into Iron Age. So literally this Ark has been put up in level 60 plus in 5 weeks. And notice I have 1,455 forge points in my inventory. Look at my CF. My CF is my second highest building, level 15. Okay? And I actually just leveled it. So let's look. I have a truce tower. The reason I have a truce tower is primarily because I do a lot of aid, motivating and polishing my guildmates, my neighbors, and my friends, of course. My friends list, you can see here. You can see I have 140, a full list. My guild is relatively medium size, only 31. Maximum you can have is 80. You don't want the maximum guild of 80. It's too big, too many people, and they're not cohesive. And my neighborhood is pretty, amazing. 14 out of 60 people still, and I've been polishing. Unfortunately, they have not been polishing me back. But okay, it is what it is. All right. So, now, because of the new Guild Expedition, it's important to have a St. Basil Cathedral. I haven't really started boosting my military GBs, great buildings, because your standard three buildings used to be Zeus, CDM, and COA, Cathedral of Aachen. But you have to add the St. Basil Cathedral because it's important in GE. And I'll show you in a few minutes why. My favorite building that most people don't usually have is Atomium, and I like to have this building to show that I care about the guild and the goods that the guild requires. As you can see, it's not highly boosted, but the job of boosting the Atomium should not be mine, it should be my guild mates. And this particular guild I'm in, they have not been very diligent because I built this building about 10 days after arriving at this guild. They gave me the goods, I had the prints, and of course the forge points basically were by them. And if you can see here, 1, 2, and 3, okay? So basically the fourth level, but in actuality, if the guild was smart, they would have an active policy that every new member who puts up an Atomium should have the guild raise it up to level 10. Because at level 10, it's maximizes the initial value of how many goods you get per the first 10 levels. And then diminishing returns start setting in. Okay, of course, every guild requires you to have an observatory. And again, it's very low, level 5, but that's okay. At least I have it. Now, I'm concentrating on the Arc and the CF. I'm in Iron Age. In Iron Age, a CF at level 72 has achieved what's called self-perpetuating motion machine. The recurring quest, the UBQ on birthday quest, here I'll show you. As you can see, right now I'm gathering goods, will give me coins, right? That's one. Do I have anything here that I can complete the 6,000? Oh, I have 13 goods buildings. 4 stones, 5 limestones, I've got 2 vineyards, and I believe 3 Iron Age. Three or four, sorry, 2 Iron Age. 2 Iron Age, 2 vineyards, 4 stones. You can see one here, 2, 3, and 4, and then 5. I get 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and the other one all the way on the other side. I've got one terrace farm level 2, only one. I like to have it because it gives me flexibility. I can produce goods with it, which I was doing early on, and then I switched to forge points. Or I can do production in 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, or 8 hours, depending on what's going on. Now, I can get some goods. Okay, so let's do that. So let me get, see, I picked up some goods here. Now I'm going to pick up some more here. I could have picked this one and then that would have been over the top. But I didn't want to. Okay. This is a building from an event. No, not the cathedral. Where's this other one? No, yeah. The current event, which is the wildlife event, gives you this flamingo habitat. I need just 2 more to complete it to level 11. So let me show you that, okay? The winter event, and here's the 10th or the last flamingo habitat upgrade kit. Okay, so you get 10 upgrades and you start with 1, so that gives you 11. Okay, and this is what it will give me. Okay, and this is the second event I'm in. The first event I started a little over a week before it ended, but I was able to finish it within a week and get the full building, and I'll show you what that building looks like. So let's jump over there and look at that. And it's this building right here. And I just upgraded it to its majestic winter wonderland pyramid. Okay? And as you can see here on the bottom, it shows you population 511, and then it gives you a score of military attack for the city in red of 26, and then it gives you a +5, and it's not exactly a 2-sword red, it's like a cutoff. That's guild battleground only, and this is 5 additional percent that is only applied to guild battleground. And if you look back at my boost, I think I had 12%. We can go back and look and check, okay? So, okay, now here's my Lighthouse of Alexandria. Not very high. I don't need it to be very high at this stage. I like the Babel because it takes, it's a 4x4, and eventually it provides goods. And in case I do need the space, I can always get rid of it. But I needed it early on because I needed it to post my extra forge points, because when you're in Bronze Age, you can only put forge points into technology, trades, or great buildings that you own. Okay? And if you look, most of the people who added forge points, it's not me. Okay? These are all people from the guild that I was in when I just started out before I joined this guild, okay? This is one of the nicest persons in the game. She's Australian, but she's a sweetheart, very generous with her forge points. the entire guild is very generous with their forge points. All right. Now, I got lucky because Checkmate Squares, I got 4 of them, 4 or 5 of them, I forget how many, in the first event. Okay? And they give me attack in Iron Age. My St. Mark's Basilica, not very high, but I will probably upgrade it soon to the next level, just to give me a little bit more. I like coins, and I like to have a boost for coins, because I can convert the coins to forge points. Most people just sit on their coins, not realizing, when you have 1,000,000,000 coins, and let's say the cost of one coin is 1,000,000, that's 1,000 forge points. But if your cost is 100,000, that billion is 5,000 forge points. Okay? Remember those numbers. All right. Enough nonsense. Okay, so we already have 22 forge points that we've collected. All right, now this is a new building. I picked it up from today's event because it's unique. You see, it gives me flexibility in case I have crazy quests, daily quest, game quest, whatever. I need a 5-minute quest, a 15-minute, whatever. And interestingly enough, it gives me 13 goods on a 24-hour basis, or 2 forge points every 8 hours for a 2x3 building that requires a road. Requiring roads is important. Okay? So I picked up 2 of them. And the other one, as you can see, I'm running forge points every 8 hours. And what do I mean by this crazy building? Now, I only have 4 butchers, and for now I'm using them for quest, 24-hour quest. You need a pair of meat skewers to give you a recurring quest. Eventually I will delete my goods buildings, all 13 of them, and replace them with butchers and goats, because by generating supplies I can increase my recurring quests. And right now my CF is only providing 14 goods when the reward for a recurring quest occurs. But at level 72 it will be closer to 30. And that's a much better return to have more recurring quests occupying the space in my city than just the goods buildings. Right now, I just started. I have nothing. So I need to get goods so I can do GE, because I had no boosts from military. And if you don't have any military boost, then you can only negotiate. And if you want to negotiate, you need to have the goods. Now, some guilds will give you the goods, but I rather generate my own. Okay? I rather be self-sufficient. And I'm pretty good at it, as you can see. Okay. So let's just jump into GE for a minute, okay? So here's GE. You can see here in the corner, I'm at level 5. Okay, okay. So the new GE is very interesting. It gives me an opportunity to spend goods to build up additional defense or offense for my military power in order to fight, okay? So You can see here, it's quite expensive in terms of goods for only 10%. But this is both 10% attack and defense. Okay, so it explains why it's so high. And this, I really don't understand when they mean for the encounter, infiltrate the army of your opponent. But I know what infiltrating the military opposition when I'm doing, when I'm acquiring sectors of provinces. But I'm not sure about this, okay? And here you see there are 2 fortifications. Okay, so we'll see. And if I wanted to fight, it'll give me a warning. It says, wait, you have to choose. You have a choice, whether you want to or not, to choose to enhance your effectiveness by increasing your power, okay? But if I were to continue, so here's my, oh, look at this. I am in Iron Age, but I have an early Middle Age heavy cavalry. I have advanced troops. And you can see my advanced troops is fighting Iron Age troops. So the Iron Age troops has a boost, looks like 45%. My eyesight's not so good. But my unit, okay, with its power, it's much stronger. And because it's an advanced troop, it's even stronger, okay? So I have an unfair advantage, which is great, which allowed me to get here to this level without losing too many troops. I lost a couple of rogues getting here. If I were to fight this level, I will probably lose another rogue. And I hate losing rogues. But I'm not ready yet to do all the encounters of GE, as you can see. There are 80 of them. Used to be 64, now they're up to 80. And you can see, people have done 80 out of 64 because they've added those 16. And where am I? I think I'm number 20 something, I'm not sure. Regardless, I am the lowest man in this guild because I'm in Iron Age. Everyone else has been playing a lot longer and has teched up beyond Iron Age. Okay, I'm still looking for where I am. Here I am, number 31. Aha, yep. 31 out of 33. And I've done 67 out of 64, which means I've done 3 additional level 5 encounters successfully. I'm at the 4th one, and I'm just not ready to sacrifice for whatever the reward is. Okay, so now let's go back and show you where we are here in Guild Battleground. We're not doing too well. My guild is number 6, fighting for its life. Look how close 4, 5, 6, and 7 are. Number 7 will be relegated to the Platinum, okay, arena, while 4, 5, and 6 will stay within the Diamond. Anyway, where am I? Well, actually, I'm not too bad. For somebody who's only been 7 weeks in a brand new world, well, I don't mean the world is new. It means for me, I'm new in this world. And as you can see, most of my effectiveness is through negotiations. So far, I've done 477 negotiations, and only 159 fights, and my attrition is at 23. So let's see if I can just do one battle. Well, the negotiation I don't have to complete. I can just show you. It's impractical when you have to use 4 goods to make one negotiation. From 1 to 10, it's only 1 good. From 10 to 15, it's 2. From 16 to whatever, where am I now? Whatever number I'm at, it's 3, and this particular one is when it jumps to 4. What did we say, 23? Yeah, okay. Now, if I were to do a battle, okay, so let's do a battle because I can take these guys on. But I can only do it manually. If I were to do an auto battle, I lose too many units, and I'm in danger of losing my advanced troop. And as you can see, I only have 2 diamonds right now, which is not good. So I did I did over 98 negotiations in an hour and 20 minutes earlier today. And when you negotiate, sometimes you have a choice of 6. And usually when I have a choice of 6 and I miss after 3, I spend the 10 diamonds to get the 4th because I don't want to be continuously missing. All right, so let's get another rogue here. All right, so let's do this interesting battle, okay? What do we got here for their offense? They are at, I think it looks like 60. I can't see. I'm sorry, my eyes are bad. And I am, of course, at the numbers in that, 194 over 142. 194, no, 198. It just went up by 4. 198 over 142. Okay, so the other thing is, which is always good, before I go and attack. Okay, so here's my friend's tavern, and there's a feature here which I need to activate. It'll give me 5% more, okay? First, let me clear. As you can see, my tavern is finished in terms of the seats, but not in terms of the decorations. Okay, so to decorate the next level, I need 16,000, and I don't think I have it yet, but that will complete the tablecloth level, okay? Yeah, I only have 11, and now I collect, so now I have 12. Probably by tomorrow, the next day, I will be able to put down the highest tablecloth, which is what you want to do because you want to increase the chances for your visitors to come in and get a chance to get a forge point. I usually get between 8 and 12 a day, but then I'm always crazy by sitting at each and every one of my friends' taverns by visiting or looking to visit them 3 or 4 times a day. All right, so here's what I forgot to do. If we run an ad, it takes about 30 seconds. It will give me an additional boost of 5% for 1 hour. I'm going to do that.
คริสต์มาสนี้ไม่มีเหงา
Now, I'm
เพราะ
in
หลังจากนี้
Thailand,
EP 8 จะช
so
วน
the
คุณมา
ad
จั
is
ด
in
ปาร์ตี้
Thai.
แบบไม่ง้อซันต้า
I don't care.
มาพร้อมกับหนุ่มหล่อ
I don't
แซ่บ
speak
ภู
Thai.
วินตั้งศักดิ์ยืน
I
และ
have
สาว
no
สวยอา
idea
รม
what
ณ์ดี
they're saying.
พัทรานิช
They always
ที่จะ
use
ชวนพี่
sexy
สาวเจ้า
models.
แห่งงานปาร์ตี้
Okay,
เจนนี่ปา
very
นัน
nice.
และบิวตี้บล็อกเกอร์อย่างโฟ
But
กัส
who
ธีร
cares?
ทันมาเปิดเผยทริคเมคอัพสุดปังให้คริสต์มาสนี้พิเศษกว่าใคร
แบบนี้พอได้ไหมฮะ
มองจากด้านข้างคือเห็นแบบเศษแบบหน้าอกพับ
Now
เล
click
ยอ่ะ
the X, and the ad is almost over. Okay, and I see that I've been speaking for 29 minutes. Wow, this is going to be a long video. Okay, the other X. One more X and we'll be out. So that will increase my attack boost, but only for my attack, not my city defense, which is G. Well, I say this is what I don't like about these ads. When you click on the X, they place the X in such a way so they take you to a second layer of the ad. Okay, so you can see this is effective for 1 hour. All right, so now go back and look at my boost. And my boost has gone up 182 to 141, which is now 203 over 147. So I got 5% more. Okay, all right. So now let's go back and to Guild Battleground and do a battle. Okay. Let's do a manual battle. So, when you have 7 rogues, you want to preserve the one non-rogue military unit that you have. So I'm going to place him in the corner here. Okay, and now let my opponent set up to attack me, and I will respond with rogues. Now he's got 1 ballista, which turned my 1 rogue that got hit into heavy cavalry. Okay. Now what am I going to do with the heavy cavalry? First I'm going to check, can he hit me? Yep. See there, archer can hit all of mine, but he only has 1 archer and 1 ballista, and all the rest are either heavy or light units. So the question is, do I let him come to me? Yes. Okay. I'm going to put my heavy mounted right there. You can only reach with his horse or with his archer. Okay. And then I'm going to move my, so they're just out of range. Okay. So you can only reach them with his ballista or with his archer. And all the other units are not able to reach me. See? Okay. That's his archer. And that's his ballista. Okay. And where we are here. Okay, so right there. Right there. Why am I doing this? I'll show you in a minute. That's my, and now I can reach him, but I don't want to. I want to keep him out of harm's way. Because I only have 4 of them. And I don't have the diamonds to revive him in case he gets injured. So notice, he's moving his units towards me, but none of them can do any damage to me, okay? All right, so now what am I going to do? I'm going to take my mounted horse and attack him from the rear. I'm going to take my rogue and attack him and eliminate him with 1 shot. Could not eliminate him with 1 shot, but pretty much made him just about useless. And now my other mounted heavy horse, taking him out and taking him out, okay? So, as you can see, I've eliminated some of his units, and now I'm going to go after his ballista. Okay? So now my horses hit him one time, and they eliminate him. Ballista eliminated. And now it's over. And 8 of his units are gone, while only 3 of my rogues are injured, 2 slightly and 1 heavily, which means I will replace them with fresh troops for the next battle. And you see, I gain a reward of 5 more rogues. Who needs a Traz when you're getting rogues like this? Okay, 7 weeks. How many rogues do I have? Well, let's see. Set up the next battle. See all these wounded? Okay. So despite all these wounded rogues that I have, look here at the number. 280 fresh. So now 277, but I have 7 here, so that's 284, plus all these wounded rogues. So I probably have over 300 rogues. Okay? I'm not going to do another battle, but that's how you win battles, okay? So that's where I'm at in Guild Battleground. And it's the easiest way to pick up forge points if you have a high military boost and you can keep your attrition low so you can engage in as many battles as you can. What do I mean? Well, look. Oops, sorry. All right. As you can see, I picked up one of the other things that I use my forge points for is for generating prints for my own arc, because I need a set of prints for each level above 10. So how many prints do I actually have? In my CF, wow, I've got, the lowest number is 44 or 42. So I got 42 sets of prints. So my CF right now is at level 15, and I can take it to 57. Only 15 short of the magic number 72. Okay? And my arc, well, my arc is at level 62, and I have enough, smallest number, 35. So I can have it over 95 level, okay? I only need to take it to 80 to get the 90% boost. But in established worlds, some people like to go to 180, but that is so expensive. Okay, so that's the condition of my arc. Very nice. As you can see, I have 22 forge points in my bar. And how many points do I have here? 57. What do I do at this instance? I go here, and I go all the way to my highest, because my highest friend is also has the highest age that they're in. And why is that important? Of course, they've all already been, oops, not all. Al has not been, okay? So you see, boom, I get one specific good from that age. Again, so this is Space Age Titan, as well as Space Age Titan. Actually, it's got 2 goods from Space Age Titan. And this was Space Age Asteroid Belt. Did I miss something? Yep, I did miss. Sitting on a particular tavern. Okay? So I have a few more because I still don't get the green tab to tell me that I've completed. And you notice, it just gave me an additional 15 tavern silver. Okay, this one was Future Era. That's okay. Now look at their arc. Their arc is 106. Overview for 106, as you can see, 92. So I get 90% at level 80, but to go from 90% to 92.7, you have to go to a much higher level of 108. No, 106. Sorry. Okay. All right, so we're almost done here. Speed things up. When you have 140 friends, okay, is this the last one? No, next one. See, got a forge point out of it. I'm very diligent about motivating and polishing my friends and neighbors, actually, because it's a smart thing to do. It's free coins, and all right, so we got the green check mark. So now we're going to do a recurring quest, okay? And you see, I've picked up 14 goods ebony. This is one of the 5 rewards, okay? Now, I don't collect on this particular recurring quest because I cannot fulfill it, so I abort it. Same with this one. But this one here is the magic one. Okay? I pay coins and supplies. Now, because of the system of rewards, when my CF Chateau gets to level 72, these costs of coins and supplies are covered by the rewards that occur by getting recurring quests. So you get 14 rewards, 6 of which are supplies and coins, 3 of each, 2 small ones and 1 large one. When the 2 small plus the 1 large combined equal, that you need to generate 14 recurring quests. because the rewards are 14. 6 of the 14 give you coins and supplies, and those 6 cover the cost of all 14, because the other 8 are 5 are goods, leaves you 3. 1 is print, 1 is 5 medium-size Forge Point pack. Okay, and I'll show you my inventory of how many of those I have. And the 14th one, you see the diamonds? You get one time a diamond on the first time, and then every subsequent reward turns into medals. Okay? So first, let's go to the medals one. If you were to look at my medal count, I need 160,000 medals for my next expansion. And there are 17 left. The last one is like 2 or 4 million, I forget, because it's a brand new one. They always go up in value as you move up. So not bad. About 2 months after I finish getting my arc to level 80, I will have all the medals that are available for expansions, which means I'll have 17 additional expansions. Okay, so right now, that particular reward is the small coin one, okay? And my next, okay, this one I'm going to, see, this is the meat skewer. Well, I got 2 pairs, so that gives me every day 2 recurring quests that fulfill this particular requirement. And here they are. See, that's one, and that's the other one. Okay, so that particular one I need to, this time, abort. The next one is supplies. Well, by having this particular building, collecting it once, I collect enough supplies to fill that requirement once. Also, I get supplies from my truce tower. See my overview. I have 9 more friends to collect, to motivate or polish and collect enough supplies to satisfy the recurring quest. I'm sorry, no. To satisfy, to collect the goods from that particular era. Once a day, I satisfy the supplies requirement for a recurring quest. Sorry. Or if I level it and double dip, then I get 2 for that day. Okay. So now, what shall we do? Well, let's go look at our C map. Wow, look at this. Where are we in the C map? Well, this is the PE on the continental map. This is the industrial age. Okay. Now, you can't see the eras beyond PE, modern, postmodern era, the CE, tomorrow, or future era. But they're there. They're hidden in the map under the clouds. See? And once I get in the game to the industrial era, I can go up the sequence of the story quest for each advanced era up to future era and gain the advanced troops from future era. When I'm done with future era, I can even gain the advanced troops from Arctic and Oceanic future, and that's where it stops. But the best one is the hover tanks from future era, which are devastating if you have a high boost, because with a high boost you can ratchet up your attrition in Guild Battleground to very high numbers, so you can achieve tremendous number of battles, and of course some battles give you rewards. So let's go back and take a look. And what do I mean? Let's look at some of my team or guildmates. Okay? And you can see the top guy has got 6,000. 6,000 battles so far. Okay? Now negotiation counts twice for each battle. And his attrition is at 118. Okay? Compared to me, my attrition is at 24. But that's because my boost is so low compared to his. His is over 3,000. Okay? I'll give you an idea. Let's see. Can we go and see from here? Yep. Look at his arc. His level arc is 163. He's going for level 180, which will give him 100%. Okay? So if you look at the overview, right now he's up to 98.4%. But look at the cost. Okay? How much does he have to pay? He has to pay 43,000 forge points just for one level, which gives him a 0.1%. Okay? To go from 0 to 80 cost about 20. So he's paying double the price of taking an arc from 0 to 80 to only achieve an insignificant 0.1%. But that's his choice. That's his strategy. Okay, I respect that. There are many ways to play this game, and that's one of them. Okay, so let's go back and check my CMAP. So as you can see, I have negotiated this particular I did start the first sector, but now I'm waiting because at some point I need to keep negotiating until I reach a particular quest which requires me to fight that sector. And when I get that quest and I fight, then I will gain a specific military unit that I can use later on in my path toward reaching future era. Okay? So once I finish with PE, I have modern, then postmodern, then contemporary, then tomorrow, and then future era. And that's where I'm going to stop. Quite impressive for a city that's 7 weeks old. I'm pretty sure I missed a few things. And for that, I apologize because I didn't write it down as a script to follow and to be comprehensive. But, hey, okay. So let's go back into my city and donate those Forge points to my chateau. So, see? So gather 6,000 supplies. I don't have the supplies now, so I'm skipping it. Skipping this next one, which is you need to have 2 goats in order to satisfy this quest. And then this next one, it's asking me to spend 15 forge points. So let's go. Click my chateau. I got 24 in the bank. I'm going to click on 15. As you can see, 95 already there. Boom. Now I'm at 110. I have a special application. Where is it? Here it is. This application will tell me I need 373 forge points to put down before I can ask someone else to donate 295. And although the whole amount is 963 forge points for this level, my portion will be 458 because I'm getting 90% boosts for position 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Although 5 right now is at 0, so only 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and that's where we're at. Let's see, did I miss anything? Yeah, let's just go here for 1 minute. Let's look at event history. Look at great building events. And here you can see I helped lady reach the current level hover arc, and I achieved 4th place. My chateau was leveled today earlier at level 15. Let's go and see the previous okay. Previous was level 14 of my chateau. That was done on Friday. Today is Sunday. And previous to that, I did a truce tower. I took it up to level 3. Previous to that, my arc at level 61 was done on Thursday. Prior to that, my chateau, again, was on Wednesday. Prior to that, my arc was done on Tuesday. So you can see I'm averaging almost every day a particular great building, either the arc or the chateau. And you see, on Tuesday I had the chateau and the arc done, okay? And then the arc was also done at level 59. Oops, that's as far as it goes. Okay, I think it only goes up to 6 days. Okay, so that's that. Yep. Oh, the boost went up because of the 5%. So now my current boost for Guild Battleground is 203% over 147. but the GE stays the same, 149 over 154. Okay, we're all done. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you're impressed with the buildings and with the city. And just remember, this was all done in less than 7 weeks. Oh, let's look at my inventory. Why not? Sure. And you can see my packs. I have 112 Forge Point packs of 10s each. I've got 44 of 5 each and 71 of 2 each. My stock of goods. Wow, look at this. 1,457, 1,500, 1,500, 2,400, because I'm producing stones. I said I got 4 buildings producing stones and 2 producing wines. Limestone, I have 5. Okay? But limestone I use to trade. So if I were to go into my market, okay, this is what I can see. This is your current offers, okay? Now, some people gave me some goods from my guild, so I'm trading down, okay? But here you see, I've got my limestone and my iron. I'm trading for goods that I want to build a Kraken. It's what's called an unfair trade. Okay, and somebody from my guild will be generous enough because they're in a much more advanced stage and they have those goods in their inventory just sitting there. Okay, that's all for now. Bye-bye.